Hello, a very warm greeting to you wherever you're watching me from, and thank you so much for taking time to watch this video. I learned something today which I want to share with you. When the angel of the Lord appeared to Zachariah and told him that he was going to have a son, John the Baptist, he doubted. He questioned how it was going to happen because he's old. He looked at his own situation, his own strength, and used that as a measurement for what God can do. And because of that, he went deaf. He didn't speak a word from the time the angel visited him till his son was born. Because God realized that his own words might hinder him from receiving his blessings. Okay. When God saved the Israelites from Egypt, from slavery, and was taking them to Canaan, their promised land, everything was okay. I mean, they had challenges, a few challenges here and there, but they were going to Canaan because they knew God had promised them the land of Canaan, a land filled with milk and honey and everything. Until the people went to Moses and said, "We want to go and see the land. Send spies to go and see the land. Let's see how the land is. Let's see the way to the land. Let's see how the place is for ourselves." So if you read Leviticus chapter 1 verse 22, I think, I'll write it. So Moses took it to the Lord, and God permitted them. So they chose 12 people to go and spy the land. Now, when they went, the land was everything God said, beautiful, filled with milk and honey. But the people of the land were giants. They were big and strong people. Now, when they came back, 10 out of the 12 said, "Hey, the place is everything God said, but the people are strong. Their walls are big and fortified. Their security is tight. We can't defeat them." 2 out of the 12 said, "It's true. The place is fortified, but God has promised us. He will take us there." The people of Israel followed what the 10 said and started rebelling. They would rather go back to Egypt into slavery than go to where God has promised them, because they had heard that the people there are giants, that their security is strong and tight. So they started rebelling. And you know what? It took the spies 40 days to go and check out the land. But it took the Israelites 40 years to get to where they were going to, because they rebelled. Because they went to see where God was taking them, and they said, look at us. We can't defeat those giants. We can't beat them. We can't. So they looked at where God was taking them, but measured it with their own strength against what God can do. And they doubted. So because of that, the whole of them, that set of generation that rebelled, they all died. Apart from the 2 that said they could go, the rest all died. It was their generations that inherited the land. What am I trying to say? God sees where you're coming from. He sees where you're going to, and he's telling you that I'm going to take you there. Don't worry. I'll get you there. Just follow me. And you are wondering, God said he will make you a nation, and you are wondering how. God said he will make you great, and you are wondering how. God says you are the light of the world, and you are wondering how. I watch movies a lot, and sometimes when I watch those Hollywood action movies and soldiers or field agents are sent on a mission, there's someone always in a control room somewhere who is looking at the whole area and telling them where to go. Okay, so you can meet the helicopter here. It will take you there. When you get here, wait. There are people in front. Use the back door. Use the staircase. There's someone with a gun. Wait. There are 5 men. Blah blah blah. And the agents listen and they follow. If for any reason communication should break, or they refuse to listen to what the one seeing everything is saying, they get into trouble. They get killed or captured and tortured. So they always go in with someone sitting somewhere that can see the whole picture and is telling them what to do. That is a child of God. God sees the whole picture and he's telling you what to do. But you want to go on your own. You want to do it on your own. You can't do it on your own. You can't go on your own. You need the presence of God. When the Israelites were in the desert, and they were carrying the ark of God. Now the presence of God was like a cloud during the day on the ark, and like a fire during the night on the ark. So when the cloud moves, when the cloud lifts from the ark and starts moving, the Israelites move. When the cloud settles on the ark, the Israelites settle. If the cloud settles on the ark for 40 days, the Israelites will stay there for 40 days. They didn't move without the presence of God. They didn't move without the ark, without the presence of God moving. Child of God, you can't move without the presence of God. You can't get up in the morning, leave your house without praying, without seeking the face of God, without yearning for the presence of God to go ahead of you. You can't do that because you don't see the whole picture. So it is my prayer that you will yearn to walk in His way. You will yearn to follow Him, not go ahead of Him. If you wake up in the morning, child of God, pray and let the presence of God lead you. And if the presence of God leads you, you inherit your Canaan. God bless you so much and have a very wonderful week.